Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we once again play in China, this time as the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, which can be formed as the Chinese releasable Hakaland. The Heavenly Kingdom was a rebellion in China that combined elements of Christianity, Chinese millenarianism, the belief in an impending golden age, and social revolution. At its height, it ruled over 30 million people. The Qing dynasty ultimately defeated the rebellion with the assistance from Western powers. It's estimated that the conflict caused between 20 to 30 million deaths, making it one of the deadliest wars and the deadliest rebellion in history. Let's begin. You know, I'm probably gonna speak too soon here, but I did. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised we had 100% bid on China for that entire time. Alright, similar thing as the last game, Liberation War to go on Macau and do nothing else as China. Negotiate, concede, liberate. Let's find Hakaland in here. There they are. So improve infrastructure and ignore safety regulations. We're going to build an electronic factory, steel, fertilizer, motor, and the civilian factory. Getting rid of both of those policies. States-focused propaganda only, low, minimum, and let's see. Constitutional or limited? I'm thinking limited is more important because we really need the manpower. Releasables start with 0 manpower. Let's justify on Macau and Hong Kong. Buy all the resources we need. They haven't become a player yet, so that's good. Mass production, grand fleet, static lines, pick up a leader, aggressive, perfect. So China's still not a player, that's great. We can sell the consumer goods to them. Sell some electronics as well. We're gonna do constitutional monarchy. Watch them become a player right after I do that. That would be funny, dude. Let's build recruitment centers all over. No, we don't want your corporate dealing. We're not corrupt around here. This could be our game. Just gonna say it. If China remains an AI, which it looks like they are because there is no longer anybody in this server that has not selected a country, an infantry, and a piece of artillery just for some defense. I'm going to be spending a lot of money here in a second. I've also built a fort on the capital. Ignore safety regulations. Let's build 2 more electronic factories, then just get rid of them. And we'll continue justifying on Southeast Asia. I want to get as many war eagles in as we can before we do Neutrality Act, absolute monarch power. So we'll rush limited conscription after that. Now that we have more electronics, let's sell 16 to the internal market, plus 15% research output. See, developing everything is pretty cheap right now. Let's do that. We're just gonna mind our own business in this corner of China, not really doing anything. I'll probably expand into these 2 micro-states in the future. Oh, we got some investments we could probably take as well. Have to buy some diamonds to upkeep that. I need to buy some diamonds anyway. We'll sell 6 to the internal market to give us plus 10% tax income and minus 5% developed city cost. Limited conscription. Yeah, now we can probably start expanding. Now for the rapid development strategy, I got the strategy from Rin in my Discord server. They make a lot of good guides. They're great. We start by selling motor parts and steel to the internal market. Then we do ignore safety regulations, and developing everything is just super cheap after doing that. Then we cancel both of these trades. Selling steel to the internal market, we get less developed city cost. And same with motor parts. I'm not being as extreme as you can take this, because you can take this pretty far. Let's see, selling gold to the internal market further reduces the developed city cost, and selling aluminum does as well. We should take advantage of those buffs. So let's buy 7 aluminum from Guinea. Also buy 7 golds from Kyrgyzstan. States religion. What happened with Russia? USA. I mean, Japan is moving some troops over here. I know he's probably only going for Taiwan, but you can never be too certain. So, say we'll spawn a lot of infantry. I'm going to move all of my infantry on the jungle. We're going to jungle specialize so we can take over Hong Kong and Macau with ease. Unlimited working hours. Well, we can't sell the full amount to the internal market, but we can sell 9 fertilizer. At least get 1.3 population growth, which is Still really good. We'll attack Macau and Hong Kong now. Oh, I think we have enough consumer goods to sell to the internal as well. Plus 5% tax income. Ah, Vietnam became a player. That is interesting. UK just ceded all of its land to the USA as well. What is happening in this game? Why is everybody ceding everything to the USA, bro? There goes Hong Kong. Increases our spending laws a little bit, hopefully by not too much. Okay, it's quite a bit because we're now making a deficit. Let's do moderate war bonds, Neutrality Act, and Emergency War Fund. Max taxes as well. See how much money we're making. 9 million. Okay, that could be much better. Let's be honest here. Do some more development. Algeria cede to Vietnam. What the hell's going on? Maybe it's just a weird situation where everybody cedes their country away before they leave. I'm gonna send this 220k down to Cambodia. We're gonna try to take that over. Japan doing something. I see your troops right here, Japan. You're not fooling anybody. What are you trying to do, mate? Ah, I see. He is trying to do something, isn't he? Why did we just shred that? We just destroyed that. Okay, we just eradicated the entire Japanese army. Nothing to really brag about. He's definitely on, like, minimum military spending. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I do have the capability of making a navy now that we have Hong Kong and Macau. Build a couple destroyers. I need to up my security spending and up the healthcare as well. Advance the research, military service, public prosperity. Can't do welfare yet. Let's do some political science. Some electronic payments. Stock market doing well. Great. Let's see. Oh yeah, we'll do the rest of these infantry upgrades. The capital of Vietnam will be taken. Is that resistance technology? I think we just have too little troops. Oh, and would you look at that, Japan went AI. GG, well played, Vietnam. Oh, that's right, this guy owns Algeria because somebody gave that to him. What? I guess we could go take out the Philippines while we're traveling over to Algeria. Indonesia, you sure you want some of this, man? I wouldn't advise that. Not in the jungle with tanks. Don't do it. Does he have bombers? That is a good thing to keep an eye out for. Let's build our own fighters just in case he makes bombers. Oh, he's declared war. I need some aircraft parts. His attacker shouldn't be doing that much damage. Yeah, no, we're entrenched in jungle, waiting for the unrest in Cambodia to be done. Yeah, we have maxed out anti-tank equipment. I guarantee you we win this against his tanks. Get that artillery piece as well. We can auto capture. I want to take him out of Thailand. We'll worry about mainland Indonesia later. Looks like India's invading Burma. I have taken some cities from Burma, so we'll be able to steal his money. We'll build 2 shipyards, Macau, Hong Kong. God bless those cities. If it wasn't for those cities, we would be very behind. They give us airports and dockyards. Are you serious? Hopefully I can rejoin. I mean, what the hell was that? Client disconnect? I've never... Did the server just shut down? What the f is that? Oh, that is some bullshit. Snap of a finger. The entire game's gone. What the f? I've just wasted 45 minutes of my life. That is some bull. So we just went through denial, bargaining, anger, depression. I'm not sure. Might have skipped that. I think I've accepted it by now. Actually, I'm still kind of pissed off. We're probably still in the anger stage. I will skip ahead in the video until we get to the point where we were basically at last game. Oh wow, we are in again. 1 tank unit, that's all we're gonna be able to spawn, and there's gonna be 1 million Chinese. All right, we're back in it. I cannot afford the time waste, I'm gonna be honest. So, liberate China. We're going to delete these units. I hate doing this because it is griefing and I hate griefers and we're becoming exactly what we hate, but at some point you just gotta value your time. I'm not gonna do is sit here for 5 hours and try to play a legit game as Hawkaland just for the game to boot us out 40 minutes in. It's not going to happen. I actually think the wardens do get reset, so maybe I'm not on my last one anymore. Well, we've hit max dev, basically the same exact position, besides we're in China now instead of Southeast Asia. Taking a look around us, Shanghai has become a player and Japan has decided to move into China. I've expanded up to 60 million people. I think what I'll do is sit here for a little longer, wait for the unrest in this area to get down, develop it a little bit, and then we'll go crazy on the rest of China. So let's do tank improvements for the ground attack, support improvements for the ground attack. Probably do naval technology because we are going to be fighting Japan after all. Why is this the exact same situation as the last video? Are all Japanese players like this? Do they have no honor? Apparently they don't, especially when it's against China. Hey, if you're gonna put your money on one of us, how about you just go ahead and give it to us, you know? I like this Japanese player, he's fun. Rank 1. Why is an Aryan man in charge of Imperial Japan? This doesn't look very Imperial to me, Japan. You're a fraud. I guess we can't really use that argument because my avatar isn't much better as him. We got Pakistan, a lot of people in this war. I guess we're annexing everybody now. Of course, let's make sure there is forts all over our land because Japan's doing the same thing, so we might as well do... And if I see that Japan has resistance technology, we will also start researching resistance technology. Yeah, let's just go around this entire front line. That'd be funny. Okay, he doesn't have resistance technology. Let's do maximum war bonds just for a split second. Let's spam out all of our manpower. His troops are not that strong. I'm wondering if I could auto capture. Let's not split our troops that much, but let's split them a little bit. I don't even have a general. Well, no general, and I'm doing that to his forts. I'd say we're gonna have a pretty... We're gonna wipe this guy out of Manchuria, I would say. He did a liberation war to go on me, so I have to demand that he liberates Manchuria. We're gonna do South Korea in there as well, and North Korea. Never surrender. The anti-imperialist Chinese Navy will arrive in Tokyo soon enough. Me and Chin Sok Saha. No, the capital. I love people like this. They just get it, man. They just understand. My Asian brother sobs well with angry determination. There we are, the last of the countries we need. Let's first form the New Republican era, and then we will do the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Upholding the mandate of heaven. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Is lost. A century of hardship had rid the Baidi from the hard lands. But alas, the heavenly Shangdi, oh my gosh, this is terrible for me to pronounce, was hunted. Chased by the demons, a new anarchy had set loose. His mandate was shunned. It was only a matter of time before the wrath and destitution befell the land. Oh, such eternal damnation cannot be the legacy of his chosen people. We, the Haka, are beholden to the legacy of God's second son, to restore the heavenly kingdom, to lead to great peace, and to achieve the final Detong. Move our capital to Beijing. Pretty high in the rankings, doing very good right now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was an interesting video because we played like 3 games. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.